This is a Kindergarten Mission 2 overview for Zearn Math. If you're using Eureka materials, it's the Module 2 overview. The central focus, 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. The progression, they start with 2-dimensional flat shapes, identifying, discovering elements about those shapes. They move into 3-dimensional solid shapes. While you're working on these shapes, this would be a medium priority mission. It's not of high priority. So take a lot of time to continue working on the skills carried over from Mission 1 and really the first semester skills for kindergarten, which are to count to 50 by ones. Eventually we want kids counting down from 20 to 1. They should be, hopefully they're at 10, counting down to 1 proficiently now. If not, continue to work on that first. They should be able to count to 10 and say number names while pointing to the objects. Really, by this mission, we can probably move past that and then working on facts to 5. The foundational goal of this mission is 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. They're listed in this. They're listed below, recognizing and naming 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. 2-dimensional shapes are squares, circles, triangles, rectangles, and hexagons. The 3-dimensional shapes are cubes, cones, cylinders, and spheres. What doesn't go away really are the fluencies we've already talked about. Counting to 50, counting backwards, naming and ordering and writing numbers from 0 to 10. In future grades, they'll get all the practice they want at this. What doesn't go away really are skills that they need to continue to work on or they start to deteriorate. Most of these skills won't be things they have to continue to work on because they'll be just inherently built into the curriculum, like naming and ordering, naming numbers, writing numbers. They'll be doing all the time as they solve problems after they learn how to do it from first grade on up. But for now, while they're learning that, that's a fluency that needs to be continually practiced, as well as facts to 5. Special notes for this mission. I would finish if students haven't already, they should have time to finish the digital activities, numbers to 5. And they can start digital activities, numbers to 10. You can also hold off. You start working on that in Mission 3. But the digital activities are set up so that they don't require any previous instructions. Students can just start working on those autonomously. So no harm in going ahead and letting them start those. Might help with the instruction when you get into Mission 3. And really for this mission, it's a medium priority, which means it's not necessary that every kid master these concepts. Shapes are easy enough that most kids probably will. But you should have plenty of time to work on prior skills and working on fluencies, like writing numbers would be a really good thing to work on and naming them. And you could accomplish these skills without going through each lesson, probably just as well and just as easily. These are really visual concepts, so having real models of these figures around the room so kids can touch them, name them, compare them, have discussions about them with each other and with you. Having pictures on the wall of the shapes, both 2 and 3 dimensionals with their, even though they can't read adequately yet, with their names, so they're exposed to print, but you're just constantly referring to them. These visual activities will actually stay in long-term memory better than anything they look at on that they do with the paper lessons, which probably are highly visual as well. I'm just saying you could probably accomplish this mission and not have to cover a lot of the lessons in Zearn, especially if you want to buy time to get to the more important missions like Mission 3. And in times when you have limited physical time with kids, like during COVID, then this would be a place you could definitely shortcut so that you could spend more time on the more important skills. Again, not that these shapes aren't important, it's just that I think kids can easily pick those up and you can revisit them throughout the entire year and students will eventually have them down.